Okay, y'all, if y'all haven't seen it already, one of these late night talk show hosts, I'm not even going to say his name because he doesn't deserve the attention, but he questioned President Biden's pick for the Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson. He said President Biden should produce Ketanji Brown Jackson's LSAT scores. LSAT scores. Here's why I do not care what her LSAT scores is, her bar passage rate, her grades for that matter. Let's talk about it. Okay, we coming fresh out of February, Black History Month, where we had the historic nomination of the first Black woman Supreme Court Justice, Ketanji Brown Jackson. And we're in March right now. We're in Women's History Month, so women are still winning. Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson is still winning despite what people were trying to do to drag down this nomination of her. Okay, here are the credentials that do matter. Ketanji Brown Jackson is a Harvard undergrad and law school graduate. She clerked for 3 different judges, including Justice BREYER, who's a Supreme Court justice that she's actually been nominated to replace. She's worked in both the private and public sector, worked as a federal public defender, then got appointed to the District Court for D.C., was a judge there for a while, and then as of last year was appointed to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia, the D.C. Circuit, right? That was all before her current nomination for Supreme Court Justice of the United States of America. Those are the credentials that matter. Let's start with those, okay? Okay, so those were the important credentials, right? Now let's talk about what the LSAT is. For those of you who are not attorneys, the LSAT is the law school admissions test. It's a test designed to decide whether you're going to be successful in your first year of law school. You getting to see why it doesn't matter why current practicing Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson LSAT score doesn't matter? It was obvious she was successful in law school if she's been out of law school, had several jobs post-law school, including 2 judge positions. We'll go into a little more, but that's what the LSAT is. It's a standardized test. It's a series of tests that don't even have the law in it. It tests logic, reasoning, analytical skills, things of that nature to determine whether you'll be successful in your first year of law school, right? We are so far past the first year of law school. The fact that he even parted his lips to ask what her LSAT scores is just shows we'll get there. So yes, the LSAT score is one of the ways that they determine whether you can be successful in law school, along with your undergrad GPA. Some people also went and had master's degrees or other things, but usually they use your undergrad GPA to determine whether you'll be successful in law school, right? And then the next kind of test that you have, like a formalized test, will be the bar exam, right? They didn't question the bar exam passage rate, but you did hear about it before with our current sitting Vice President Kamala Harris. They questioned her bar passage rate as well. And it begs the question, right? So I would almost say, I'm not even going to say he should have asked for the bar passage rate because I don't think he should have even done that. But the fact that he went all the way back to the LSAT scores is disturbing, to say the least, right? And it almost reminded me of when Trump asked for Obama's birth certificate, right? That whole birthing theory, like he's not currently a U.S. The fact that certain types of people have to dig that deep to question the credentials of highly qualified Black people in the political realm disturbs me, right? Because that's all you got to find about. Is that all the dirt you can find about them? Then they probably were some good candidates, right? Let's be clear. They were very good candidates. That's all you can do is reach back to the LSAT or reach back to the bar passage rate. Many people have taken the bar exam more than one time and are very fine attorneys, right? So it opens up a lot of boxes, in my view, that shouldn't even be open because, as I mentioned, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's credentials are very impressive. Okay, I guess this hit a nerve for me because if you watched the other video, I predicted that Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson would be the nominee selected for the replacement of Justice BREYER, right? And I was excited, I was inspired, and then to have it marred by people trying to bring negativity to somebody who is a highly qualified candidate, something that I didn't see happen before, right? Okay, the term racist can be used as an adjective or a noun. And when used as a noun, it means a person who is prejudiced towards or antagonistic towards membership of a particular racial group or ethnic group. It is usually typically a minority group or a marginalized group, right? So that's just a definition. I'm gonna leave that right there, and seeing how it's applied to how this person has criticized Ketanji Brown Jackson's Lsat scores, and previously there was no indication that he questioned the validity of previous nominees, white nominees, right? So I'll let you make your own conclusions about that, but I just want to let you know what the definition was so that there's no confusion about what we're talking about when we say somebody's being racist. Hopefully, Judge Ketanji Brown Jackson's nomination is confirmed by Congress, but I just wanted to come on here because we have viewers, pre-law students who are studying for the LSAT and who are current law students studying for the bar exam, and I do not want you to get discouraged. Yes, those things matter to a certain extent. They do not confirm and make you who you are, because I don't even remember what my LSAT score is. I know it wasn't too high, but guess what? I'm 10 years practicing attorney, right? So it doesn't define what your success will be as a lawyer, right? If I was reading on some Reddit thread or LinkedIn thread where somebody said Clarence Thomas, despite what I think of him, he was talking to Creighton graduates, and he said, do you know the person who scored the lowest on the bar exam is called? A lawyer. I'm going to leave it right there with y'all. See you in the next video.